Before I start the video, I just want to say thank you to Cadet. You're one of the first people to show me love and wear my clothing, and the first artist to invite me to a video shoot, and for that I'm grateful. I know people come into this world to teach us all different lessons. I learnt from you. Always show love, be positive, listen to your gut and grind. I'm grateful for the vulnerability and the honesty you showed in your music. In this crazy world where the majority of social media is lies, I hope you can be an anchor for honesty and vulnerability. I remember seeing you in summer and you told me to hit you up when I got the new clothing out. So this is to my bro Cadet. Thank you.
Hola, señorita. I know the things inside, yeah. Hello guys, it's been a while for the YouTube thing, it's been a while for the Instagram, it's been a while for social media in general. Please be patient with me. I'm shit, I know, but none of us are perfect. I'm joking. Look, fuck it. I'm gonna speak at the camera and see what comes out of this video. Hopefully edit it down, fix my hat, and eventually my trim as well. But let me get to the point. So, I'm making this video for the purpose of showing people the journey that I'm on. At the moment, I am starting one of the biggest projects of my life, and I feel like it's worthwhile documenting the process as to be an encouragement, but also to be a point of guidance to people who may follow in the same course that I am following at the moment. Just to give you a brief history about me, I am Anthony. I'm now known as Anthony Ambition. And what I have done previously is straight out of university, after graduating in law, I went into my first startup, well, proper first startup, let's say. And that was a clothing brand which did streetwear before the big hype of streetwear. And we did a lot of velour bomber jackets, we did photo shoots with amazing models, we got our clothes on the likes of Davido, YG when he came to the UK, Kid Ink, and Krypton Conans, and the rest of the UK artists and American artists which we worked so hard to get our clothing on. So, I mean, that was a wonderful experience. The company lasted about 18 months, and what we did was we did 3 runways, and I mean, yeah, I got the ability to network with amazing people and meet people I had never thought I'd be in the same room with, including the likes of Richard Branson. So, what actually happened was we have run into a few issues. The one that was most prominent was cash flow. Run out of cash for photo shoots and runways. The other one was also we lost our mission. So when we first started off, we didn't understand branding as well as we should have. And what we ended up doing was not branding any of our clothes, and we wanted to empower people to live up to their own personal brands. Good philosophy, but it was the worst thing for a new brand coming out. So once we started branding our clothes, we realized that our mission had less of a calling, and that led to our demise eventually. And what I did was I took a break from fashion. I went into corporate, started working, wearing a suit and tie every single day, doing recruitment, doing sales, whatever it was I could make money for my family to give back, because I thought I was at the age where I needed to. That was one of my best experiences, but also one of my worst experiences, because I realized that the office wasn't for my environment. So the office wasn't my kind of environment, and so I knew I needed to do something along fashion, as I kept getting told by my managers at the time. I always come into work not even dressed up, dressed how I normally dress, and they'd be like, "Why don't you go into fashion? You seem like you have more of an eye for that kind of stuff." So I knew I needed to get back into fashion, but I didn't know how, which led me onto my search for how I could go back into the marketplace, but with clothes that I felt more passionate about. So I started doing research in the latest trends in fashion, using WGSN, Drapers, you name it. I was just researching what were the trends and what was going on, because I was always on top of what styles people were wearing on the street, but I didn't know from a business perspective where the industry was going to. And then the word sustainability kept coming up. So I started researching, what is sustainability? What does it mean in fashion? How can I become involved? Reading up about the issues that the industry has in terms of being the second largest contributor to environmental damage after the oil and gas industry. So I was taken back from that. Me having a legal background, I was like, I could get behind that cause. I was thinking I could do research into this and feel very, very passionate about providing a sustainable alternative. Not one that just had a good cause behind it, but one that investors could look at and be like, this could actually be a worthwhile opportunity for us to put our money behind, considering the way the industry was going. So that I literally just turned on Google, typing in what are the sustainable alternatives to things like cotton, viscose, and you name it. And I started finding about interesting materials such as Tencel, obviously recycled plastic. What's other ones that are amazing that we can implement? Pinatex, an alternative for leather. So this stuff started intriguing me, and I was thinking this is something I could be passionate about, providing a sustainable alternative, but also making it a worthwhile investment for investors. And this is where it leads me to now. So I've been working on this for the past year, I'd say, and that's predominantly down to understanding the full life cycle of development. So not just because before we had a factory in Camden, it's as simple as getting pieces from Zara or whatnot, changing the pattern a little bit and making it our own. Now it was more so finding the right pattern cutter to produce the pattern that you want. Over here we got Paul, just measuring out the garment to see if there's enough material for the pattern, making minor alterations. I got the first 12 back for the shorts. It's not up to scratch, but nonetheless still good. To actually showing them what the whole full range would look like, finding the right print designer, which is taking me an incredible amount of time to find the right person, getting new ideas, getting new inspiration, traveling to different countries, understanding different cultures, seeing what other designers have done previously, and seeing how I can have my spin and my influence in the industry. And now I'm up to the stage where I have a few samples made. It's so amazing for me to actually say that, because I had samples made relatively easily, or quickly should I say, this time last year, but they weren't my prints. I've never actually been into the part where you actually make fabrics from scratch. I've always had to buy other fabrics from somewhere and make it into the garment I want. But now I was going into the textile part of it, and that was a very interesting learning curve for me. So now that I've had the actual garment and textiles made that I want, I'm at an interesting point, because now I have these samples but I have no capital. So this is the next journey. The first role of an entrepreneur is to raise capital, whether it's through friends and family, crowdfunding, loans, or selling essentially. So I'm using a mixture of the four somehow, and I'm in the process now of being rejected by loans because they want a proven track record of sales already, or you have to be running by for a specific amount of years. And crowdfunding, some of them want you to have a customer base already. Going to angel investors and venture capitalists, I believe it may be too premature, but it's something I'm very open to, especially angel investors, because if I can get the right angel investor with the right environmental interest, then they'll be a strong backer, because they have an interest in the actual preservation of wildlife and also sustainability. So angel investors I'm very open to. Crowdfunding I'm still open to, because there are other platforms such as Kickstarter. But yeah, I thought I'd update you guys into what I'm doing at the moment and how it's going. For anybody else who's on the same walk as me, in terms of starting up something new, it's amazing to be able to share this journey in this new age that we're in, where we can kind of share what's going on day-to-day basis. I know there's a lot of people out there which are trying to start up something, or they have an idea, they don't know how to go about it. So this is my platform, and if I am to go today, God forbid, but I've been losing a lot of people recently, I want this to be my contribution to the world. Anyway, Ants, also known as Anthony Ambition, signing up. Yeah, I forgot to add. The new brand I'm setting up, I want this brand to be representative of, like, I'll give you the philosophy behind it. When I started this brand, I was watching a lot of animal documentaries, I'll be honest with you. And what I found was each and every single animal, alongside any creature in nature, actually has its own gifts. And animals have amazing gifts, like octopuses have 3 hearts, A shark bite is crazy. Like crocodiles can survive. Someone can like survive underwater and also on land. Like there's so many different intriguing gifts that each and every animal has, and that's for the animal. And I was looking and I was trying to relate to human beings, and I had friends who had specific gifts as well within, for instance, music. Or some could write amazingly, others could tell amazing stories, others could make everyone laugh within a second. So it's just like everyone had different gifts, and I was just thinking, what was the difference between people who had these gifts and used them and people who didn't? Obviously it was the fact of action. So my whole brand philosophy is of course about action, and it's not just, oh, like Nike, just go and do it. Yeah, cliche. But more like, how do we empower more people to believe in themselves and have the confidence? Because I believe for the last 2 years, while I've been out of the fashion industry, that's what I lacked the most, was the confidence to be like, you know what, I can do this. As much as big as all these other fashion brands that we love and look up to, these heritage brands, I was like, why don't I have the confidence? And I was looking at, obviously confidence comes from competence, but in order for you to be competent, you have to believe you can start. In order for you to start, you just need to have the confidence. So it's like it's a vicious cycle. If you lack the confidence, you lack the willingness to start. If you don't start, you never get the confidence as well. So I was like, I want to motivate people to start their journey, whether they're 35, 38, or they're all the way down to like 20, and they just feel like, okay, cool, I got this idea, I want to try something. Especially in this digital age where everything is like more accessible, people can start things today and have results by tomorrow, if not 6 months to 12 months, to change their lives. Like, I want to be a voice for people who can essentially have an idea and want to move their life forward into a new direction, and it may be scary and daunting, but they look at my brand and my courage that I display through my brand, and they can see and emulate the energy that we give off. So my brand is dedicated towards coming from unfavorable backgrounds, discovering gifts, and then reaching out to potential. And that in itself is a whole lifetime of a journey for most of us. But it's the brand that I want to bring to the world, and essentially show people that it's possible for you, like it's possible for everybody else. But the only difference is will you take the action? And yeah, that is me done in a nutshell. So I'm signing out again, Anthony Ambition. We do this, you know what I'm saying, because peace out, A-Town. I don't know why I still say peace out, A-Town, like it's year 2005. Remember year? Yeah. That song is mad old, but anyway. Anything else I want to say before I edit this shit down? Probably do an introduction. Let's do this. See, I'm backwards thinking. I can't do introduction at the end. Disaster. Hi guys, Anthony Ambition. Hi. I don't know if I should go for the whole road man thing. Like, yo, man, listen, let's pattern up. Look, you can make bread from this. You know what I'm saying, all the man them need to just fix up. Literally, stick together and pattern up. Time is like no effort. Like talk like that. We'll be like, yes, guys, look, we live in an environment in which we can actually produce content and release it and get likes and shares and potentially go viral within a day. And we live in no other time where there's such a distribution of wealth going on with the world. It's just an amazing time to be alive. I don't know what kind of tonality I should have in these videos, but look, however you want to hear the message is the same, and I hope it stays consistent. Is, yo, we live in the most crucial time ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, there won't ever be another time like this. And when I say that, I mean, because you listen to people who study history, they talk about now the information age, the technology age, where you can create content, build a customer base, and make a fuckload of money. You can have an idea, set up a shop by the afternoon, and be making money by tomorrow. Like, these are things that everyone knows, but very few are doing the action that it takes. And myself included, I'm not no flipping, I ain't done shit, you know what I'm saying? So this is my contribution. But before I go, let me try and get the people who are close to me, people who I can touch in the world, as far as they may be, to fulfill their life ambitions. Because in school, man, I used to hate everything else. Like in school, teachers would be like, "Oh, Anthony's so intelligent. He's just really, really bad in school. Like, I really wish he would reach his potential. Like, that word potential pisses me off. That word pisses me off. So this is my one chance. See, there'll be many chances in my life. I'm over-exaggerating, but right now this is one of the most pivotal moments in my life to reach my potential, and this is part of my potential in terms of showing people the process it took for me to build my last brand, but also the process it will take for me to build this brand that I build now. So yeah, man, I welcome you to be on the journey with me. Love you all. Peace out, A-Town. I need to stop saying peace out, A-Town. Oh my days, vlog. Alright, cool. Out and out, signing out. I don't know how to do outro. Someone teach me, please. Peace, love and unity. Forever. Bye-bye. Come again.